Happy Tuesday, co-creators, and welcome to another edition of Teena Sessions, 365 inspirational quotes with me, your life coach, Teena Jones. How is everyone doing on this Tuesday afternoon? Hope your day was wonderful and great. And if it wasn't, well, it's over now. So thank you so much for carving out this time to spend with me. Now, if you didn't see yesterday's session, I now do a 1-minute guided meditation. I want to thank everyone that sent me so many wonderful email messages about how you really love the guided meditation. So that's something new that we're going to do from here on out. All right, so I'm ready to get started. If you're ready, I'm ready. Get your pen and pads and let's get going. Today's quote is by Albert Einstein. And it is, imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Simple. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. We're going to talk about the power of the subconscious mind or the imagination. As many of you know, I am a hypnotherapist, and sometimes that conjures up thoughts of fear, or they think of stage hypnotists, entertainment, that sort of thing there. But it's none of that. In therapy, hypnosis is nothing like show hypnosis. And so I'm going to give you a brief tutorial about the power of the subconscious mind, because that is what we work with as hypnotherapists. We work with your subconscious mind. Growing up, you may have heard that we don't use or utilize all of our brain, that we only utilize 5 to 10%. Well, that's because that's the conscious mind, which is what we're dealing with now. We're in a conscious state of mind. But the subconscious is responsible for every single thing that is in your life right now. So let me give it to you like this. From 0 to about 6 years old, your subconscious mind is like a sponge. As a matter of fact, you're all subconscious mind. You're just recording every single thing that's going on in your world. You're being domesticated, if you will. You know, you're learning how to talk and walk and eat. And we learned a lot of good things from our parents. We learned, not to touch the hot stove, not to touch the hot iron, look both ways before you cross the street. Don't steal, don't lie. We learned those valuable things, but we also learned some things that has been an obstacle or a struggle, not intentionally. They only learn things from what their parents told them, and then so the pattern continues. So some of those things we may have picked up from our parents is life is hard. Life is a struggle. Money don't grow on trees. No pain, no gain. If it's not one thing, it's another. When it rains, it pours. Shall I go on? And we've been trained with some of these subconscious thoughts that we really need a reprogramming. And that's what hypnosis does. That's what any type of training of the mind, whether it is visualization, even the guided meditation that we do. I give you the little taste of it so that it will inspire you to do it long term, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, because that is how you retrain or reprogram the subconscious mind. You've got to give it something else to think about, because it has files, long files of things that has been since you came into this on this earth plane, since you were born, and it doesn't forget, especially very memorable things, like, for instance, I've dealt with, people that are claustrophobic, or I had one lady that she had like a hearing issue. One of her ears she couldn't hear out of, and the other one she could perfectly hear out of. So one of the things we do as therapists is ask, when did that happen? And, she said, well, it's always been a problem ever since I've been about 10 years old. What happened when you were 10 years old? And she said, I don't know, so we'll think about it. So we do kind of like a regression, because if we can pinpoint where the origin of it, then we can nick that thing out, and give it new tools, so eventually she came up with it's when her mom and dad split up, and it was a violent fight when he left. And she just remembered covering up her ears. She did not want to hear it. Now, when you're young and you experience something traumatic. And traumatic is anything that has taken you from your normal reality and has changed that reality traumatically, suddenly. So you go from a mom and dad, happy, peaceful, loving, do, and then all of a sudden he's ripped, whether through death or through divorce, and she never saw him again, by the way. So that was something she didn't want to hear. So subconsciously, that's what happened. It clogged her hearing. And so after a few sessions, and we did EFT, we did a little hypnosis, and I mean, she got scared when she could hear. She really looked at me hard. She stared at me and said, "What did you do?" You know, it was something doctors couldn't find out what it was. She's had numerous tests, and she just thought that this was her. You know, this was her lot in life. But that is what the power of the subconscious mind does. It holds on to things and it plays out into our lives from the age of 7 all the way up till now. So your subconscious mind never sleeps. It's open 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. And it records still to this day, except now that you're older, it's playing out a lot of the things you recorded from years ago. You know, so that's why sometimes it's good, like you tune up your car, you need to tune up your mind and learn some things you can do to reprogram it. And because now that you know better, you just can't, sometimes it takes an overhaul. You need someone to help you regress. You can do the positive work that we do, but you definitely need to do it on a regular basis in order to retrain it. So I've got a wonderful little exercise that I want you guys to start doing. And because hypnosis is really self-hypnosis. I mean, when I'm giving you the suggestions while you are in alpha state of mind, and briefly, I'm going to give you the 4 cycles of how the brain waves work. So you have the beta state. We're doing good with time. You have the beta state, which is now, we're all in beta state, up, talking. The alpha state of mind happens as soon as you close your eyes. Your brain cycles go down a great deal. And that's really the beginning of a meditation, light meditation state of mind. So that's why when we do the guided meditation, I have you close your eyes. Because instantly that sends a signal to your subconscious mind that you're about to go into a light sleep or light hypnosis. And then the third is theta mind. Theta is when you are doing like a cat nap. You're asleep, but it's like a light sleep. And then delta is what you do every night. You just go off into a deep delta sleep and then wake up in the morning. So those are the 4 stages. And with hypnosis or with meditation, they both are the same in that it's the alpha theta. They kind of oscillate between the two, alpha theta mindset. And that's what we work with whenever we are trying to reprogram your mind. So one of the things that I encourage each and every one of you to do is that we're going to create a mind movie. Okay. And what that means is before you're in the bed. Some of you may sleep with the TV on. That's fine, but turn it down. And as you are beginning to drift off to sleep, I want you to create a mind movie in your mind. So have a goal. Let's just say your goal is you have a test coming up. Say, for instance, you're in school and you have an exam and it's a hard exam, okay? As you're about to drift off to sleep, I want you to see yourself doing well on that test. I want you to see a big A written on it in red. And I want you to see the instructor or the facilitator handing you the exam with a smile on his or her face, and feel what you would feel like when it's done. That, man, I did it. I want you to see that like a mind movie for about 5 minutes. Go to sleep that way. If it's that you want to lose weight, I want you to start seeing yourself getting on the scales and seeing your ideal weight that you want to weigh. Okay, and feel what that feels like. See yourself putting on jeans you haven't worn in years. See yourself going shopping and trying on clothes in the size that you desire. Whatever it is, begin with the end in mind. Have the end result, the happy outcome at the end. And I want you to go to sleep for about 2 weeks this way. Every night, off for about 5 minutes, not long. Just drift off and just see it like you are the director of this play called your life. And if you do this for about 2 weeks, you're going to start seeing things. I mean, you may see it before that, but I say continuously do it, and you'll start seeing different things come into your life and your experience to help match what you've been seeing in your mind. Okay? It's so powerful. When I tell you it's powerful, it's extremely powerful, and it works. Okay? So we're doing good with time. We're about to start the meditation. But before we do, this is this exercise I used to do years ago. And this whole technique is to show you how powerful your mind is. It's very, very, very quick. Okay? So I want you to get your hands and clasp them just like this. Okay? And then I want you to take your index fingers, these two, and bring them together really tight. And when I say 3, I'm going to count to 3. I want you to move them apart. Okay? So when you move them apart, only do it on 3. And keep your eyes on your index fingers. Okay? So, are you looking at your index fingers? Good. 1, 2, 3. Keep your eye on them. They're going to close. Just all you have to do is keep staring, and your fingers are going to close. They're like 2 magnets coming together. And once again, you're going to do it. As you look, they're going to move together. Now, if you look away and do it, it's not going to happen. But that's the power of your mind. Just a little tool, a hypnosis tool that we do. And give me some feedback and see how you enjoyed that. I haven't done that in years, you guys. So that was fun doing it. All right, it's time for the affirmation, and then we're going to do our guided meditation. All right. I train my mind to think good thoughts today. That's what I want you to do. I train my mind to think good thoughts today. That is today's affirmation. All right. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. As always, thank you so much. I'm going to start the 1-minute meditation, and then we'll be out of here. Thank you guys so much. If you want to close your eyes now, if you're driving, are you doing anything, cooking in the kitchen? You don't want to do this. You have to wait until you're not busy. Okay. And if someone's in the room, you may want to have a little private time. It's only for 1 minute. All right. So here we go. You can close your eyes. You can dim your lights, whatever you like to do to make yourself feel relaxed. Okay. All right. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath all the way in. And just allow the day to melt away. Any worries or concerns that's in your mind right now, just see them float away out of your mind, your body, and your spirit. As you listen to my voice, you feel completely and totally relaxed. From the top of your head down to the tips of your toes, you are relaxed. Knowing that peace of mind is always the goal, you choose to have peace in this moment. Knowing this, you allow all good things to flow to you. As you receive all of your good things, you feel a shower of appreciation run throughout your body. All these suggestions you already know. And I'm just going to remind you of who you are. In your world, life is good. Everything is unfolding as it should. You are in divine order. You love your life and the people in your life. The people in your life enrich your life, and you enrich their life. You celebrate your life every single day. And you are exactly where you are supposed to be. There is no need to be in any type of hurry. God has all of your requests. The only thing left for you to do is to relax and allow. Very good. Thank you all. I will see you tomorrow for day number 25. Have a great evening. Good night.